What is up, you guys? It is me here, and welcome back to another video. And this is probably something that I have been thinking about for quite some time now, and it is: should I do YouTube as a career? Now, YouTube is a flip of a coin, practically. Heads would be you could be one of the most famous people out there. You could be earning money. You could practically have enough money to live life like it is. But this is the issue. Tails, you're barely scavenging anything. You don't have enough money. You need to find someone to help out. That's an issue in terms of trying to find in terms of how to get to YouTube. And it's really what I want to talk about. And looking back at the past videos I have uploaded, there hasn't been so many uploaded videos where there's the best videos, and it's something that I really, really am concerned about. If I'm not getting anybody's attention, I'm not getting, views. And when I can't get views, I can't get more subscribers and likes. I can't get, again, more people to watch my videos and stuff. So, yeah. Liking the video, again, helps me out a ton. It helps me. You have no idea how much it helps me. It really does help me. It doesn't even help me in terms of money-wise. It just helps me to get more people to notice how this channel can definitely sparkle some people's lives. And I just wanted to talk about that. And I just wanted to talk about one of the YouTubers that I am a personal fan of. Look at Cory Kenshin, for example. This was not a guy who was planning at first to be a YouTuber. He was doing it for some reasons. But until, I think it was his 4th year, I don't quite remember, but it was his 4th year, right? He was playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and then all of a sudden he got 1,000 subscribers. That's what I wish could happen. Fortunately, I have to get to 2,000 first off, and then I'm going to have to find a game that somehow is going to be the most popular game, but that's the issue for me. Will I ever find that type of game? Fortnite, yeah, sure. Yeah, you could definitely see why Fortnite could definitely be a game that I could definitely end up growing as a awesome person. Yeah, sure, though, I'm definitely not going to get a high amount of subscribers if I'm just playing Fortnite, because I'm probably going to get, I don't know, maybe a few 100K, and yeah. Let's say if I don't go to high school, which I don't know if I'm going to do that quite yet. It is still a conversation that I have to myself. Do I want to go to high school? I mean, the high school chances are pretty high. I would say a solid 96, 95, 94, somewhere around that A area, but there is still that chance, which is 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 of a chance of me just doing this and hoping that this is going to be the heads instead of the tails. Or heck, even just a thing that was just an absolute bust, and I just wasted all of that high school potential for nothing. So, yeah, I really needed to be excellent. But the issue, and the problem is that I need more time. I don't have 1,000 days or anything like that. I don't have patience. This was the thing that I kind of rushed on the window. Let's say Activision, for example. They rush things and stuff like that. This is let's say, Treyarch making Cold War, right? It was a rush. It took 2 years, and then there you go. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that this is like a rush, and I'm just trying my very best to constantly upload daily. Because then I could get more views, and then I could get more chances of actually trying to make money on YouTube. But that's the problem that's really pissing me off. And yet, I don't think yet I've hit 30 view video yet. And that's a big of a concern if I want to be on YouTube. You see, I've probably been doing this for how long now? Like 3 months, maybe, I think. And that's like 1/8. So, if, let's say, for example, if every 1/8, I did get 22 subscribers, which that would have been awesome, by the way. That would be incredibly awesome. Because that means I would make, I think, 88 a year. 88 a year. And then I would have like 166 at the end. I don't know. I don't know quite the math yet, okay? It's not an issue. But yeah, but that's still not enough. If I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, I don't know yet. I might have to do the math on that, but it's definitely not anything close to like getting like. Well, I know it's not getting 100 subscribers a day, like, because straight away I would get to 1,000 subscribers in no time. So that's a bit of a relief, but still, like, I'm still at least probably have to average maybe like 5 subscribers per day. So let's say, for example, let's say one of my good friends say, hey, hey brother, do this and do that, and then his friends talk about this and that. And let's say there was like 4. That would be perfectly enough. So, yeah. That's kind of just what I really want, is you guys to recommend these YouTubers, or, I mean, these stuff, like, do it on PlayStation, do it on your iPhone, or iPad, tablet, Nintendo, wherever you watch on. And if you have more than one device, please go and subscribe to my channel. I don't care if you have more than one device and you don't even watch me. That is still very helpful. Like if you don't really do anything, but you do one very important thing, that is going to be significantly important. Like, let's say, for example, I don't know how long this is going to, like, last, but, like, these tasks are not easy to do. Like, I'm supposed to get, I think 43,000 watchers, I think. So, like, not people watching my videos, but I think it's, like, views. I have to get 43,000 views, which that's not going to be an easy task, again. And then, again, 1,000 subscribers, which, that's just a huge bump for me. YouTube is not going to give me a helping hand. This is something I have to completely do by myself. This is something I don't have any help. I don't have, like, I'm stuck in purgatory, practically. I'm stuck in this world of just misfortune. It stinks. I don't like to be in the bottom. But sometimes it's the best for not to be famous. And I'm going to talk about that reason sometimes that I think, oh, I messed up. I should not have been a YouTuber in the first place. Sometimes when you be famous, it's very hard to, like, let's say, take your death and without anybody knowing who you are. Like, all that stuff. That's kind of what I'm saying right now. That's kind of what I'm saying. Just, I don't think it's very easy, to say the least, that you could, like, let's say, build a YouTube channel. The thing is, which I very get disappointed about, like, I get very upset too, It's the fact, like, look at Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. In 7 years, 7 years, they immediately have, like, what, 30 million subscribers? So, yeah, let's say, like, the average, I think, at that point, the average would have been, what, like, maybe getting, like, 4 million a year? I don't know, but something like that. Like, if I could have gotten 4 million a year, like, let's say a year later when I actually started to make YouTube videos and did that, that would have been awesome. Like, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it because I'm definitely going to enjoy it, and that's going to mean that I have a good path ahead of me. And heck, if I'm going to get any more subscribers, I'll take it. Like, seriously, because at that point, I'm making money, number one, which is the most important thing if you want to do this as a job. And number two is to also make your fans and yourself happy. Which that's actually like two very important things as a life. You need to make yourself happy, you need a good mental state, and you just need to get money. That's two very important things in learned on life. You gotta have a healthy life. Physical, emotional, mental, just anything. You gotta be healthy. And you have to be making money. Like, so let's say for, like, you want to do a job that you're, like, active or something. Sometimes on YouTube, you don't have to just do a job that you're active or anything. You don't have to. In some jobs, I don't know why, but for some jobs, people just enjoy just sitting down, doing a computer, everything like that. That job is stupid. So I like doing jobs like maybe like, I don't know, getting like being a teacher, a vet, just something that try to give me a ton of money is what I'm trying to say. I guess I really want to help people out. Helping people out is definitely something that I would like to happen to me. Like, I would like to help people. I want to, like, not make them have terrible lives and stuff, which that's not going to be a very easy task. Because then, like, let's say, for example, I want to be a doctor or a vet. It would take years of college. And when I mean by years, I mean years of college. So, I mean by, like, 7 to 8 years. Like, that's going to be a lot of years. Just wait patiently for that stuff to happen. It's not quite good. So, yeah, I'm just mentioning that. But, also, I also want to talk about, I know I don't really talk about this again, but, like, my physical, like, not my physical state, whoops, that's not great. I mean by my mental state. You see, there is a thing that I think I might as well just get out of the window before people make, like, exceptions, like, why are you this mad, or why are you doing this or that. I have a issue with my brain. And you're like, what you mean by issue in your brain? So you see, if you go to the feeling part of your brain where you feel these emotions like hurt, sad, anger, happy, all that stuff. It's all jibbly jalop, you know? And it's mainly the negative, ones. So, like, again, hurt, sad, angry, all those emotions. And then there's, like, a little bit of, like, happy, relaxed, energetic, all those. Well, technically, energetic is a lot. So what I'm trying to say is I have automatism, anxiety, depression. Maybe not depression, I would say, but, like, anxiety, autism, all of that stuff. I just have... It's rough. It's going to be rough trying to live through it. I have really bad of them. Like, it's not really good. I have to take medications just to make sure it's not, like, absolutely awful. Because, I would like to maybe, like, I don't know, hurt myself, throw things across the room, which that's more childish, and I don't really do that anymore. So, like, I'm a person that is practically just getting the best way to try to damage myself. And just, yeah, just not do anything. Just anything. Like, so practically you could say I am, let's say, like, a snake trying to get out of, like, that dry skin and get the clean skin out. It's kind of what I'm doing, but, like, not in a, well, good way for snakes, for example. It's actually just a bad way for me to try to just, potentially kill me. So, yeah. Before I started YouTube, I was actually in the hospital twice. I know I haven't really been talking about my life that much, but I have went in the hospital twice. The second hasn't been that great. I'm not going to go through that, but I will talk about some things that just absolutely was terrible. But I wanted to talk to you guys so then I could get this thing out of the window and out of my way. So, yeah, I went to the hospital. First time I ever went to the hospital was actually over a year now, so that's a good thing, but not over a year yet, 2 terms of the last time I went. Yeah. 2022 did not start off well. Better than 2021, I would say. Like, 2021 ruined my life. I have no friends anymore, mainly just because of it. And I guess that's a 2020 as well, the pandemic and crap. But 2022 was not a good year either. So in February, if you guys did not know, I used to have 2 dogs. Which, I do have 2 dogs now, but they passed away. One of them, which was, I think, 10 and like a half or something, died to organ failure, and it was not fun. It really hurt me. I had a terrible mental state for, I think, about like a month because of it. And then a week and a half later, one of my dogs, who was I think, like a month, like, not a month, but a year and like maybe like 4 months. She died in my dad's arms when they went to the hospital, and I was, funny enough, playing my games and stuff, and I was like, oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? Like, I was like, I wasn't sad or anything. I was just like, are you kidding me? Another one? Now we have no dogs in the house anymore. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, if you literally go over by my back door, like, if you go right to my back door, you'd see nothing but a lot of dog things. Like, I'm a good dog person. By, like, a mile in terms of cats. Which, I mean, I do like cats. Just, like, I'm allergic, which they can kill me, by the way. Which is why I just don't prefer them. So, I just wanted to mention that. But it just hurt. Losing Mo and Cassie, like, it sucked. It sucked. I hate, like, I was like, are you kidding me? Can I just die now? Like, can I just die before any of this happened? But actually, even worse. Because, like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't want to do this anymore. Leave me alone. So, yeah. It was a very, very rough month. It was very rough. March was starting off good. It was actually really probably the best month yet, I would say. We got a new dog, a new puppy, which was Maui, who's actually, funny enough, the youngest one. That's to make it more devastating when he's gone. And school was alright. School was alright during the time. Life was actually felt good. I never felt this feeling in forever. And then you got me getting kicked in the face. Well, you're like, okay, getting kicked in the face, like, okay. I got kicked in the face so hard that one of my gum layers ripped out. Yeah, that's not a good thing. I actually had to get a stitch. I guess it could have been worse. I could have gotten, like, multiple stitches or anything like that. I thought the worst thing was, like, it being infected. That was the worst possible thing. But as a lot of things happen, I usually am in the middle. Let's say the worst thing and then the best thing. Of course, I'm hoping for the best thing, but I'm always in the middle. And in this case, I had to have a procedure to get a stitch in my mouth. It was very underwhelming. It was very underwhelming. It was very, very. I just wish I did not want. Like, it was getting kicked in the face. Like, imagine getting kicked in the face and I have to get a stitch in my mouth. It's disgusting. Disgusting. It was just terrible in general. April was fun. May was fun. June was a hit or miss of a month. I had good things happen, bad things happen, all that crap. But I would say it was actually that one might have been the best month. Despite there were some issues and all that stuff. Why I say it was the best month was because, it's very rare, to say the least, that this would happen in real life. But there were, maybe junior, sophomore, or maybe freshman. Yeah, so let's say junior and below in college level in football came over to the high school field and had, practice and stuff. And I thought, holy cow, is that really happening? So I'm like, oh, hell yeah. It actually been one of my best moments in my life. I think, in general, that was my favorite moment in my life. It was like God saying, take a break. Finally, you get something that was really good for you in your life. It's finally, a moment of happiness. That was, one of the best things. It wasn't because of that. I also went to the port pool, which that was awesome, as usual. And I had my futon set up, which is right here, which was also a birthday present. This big TV was a birthday present as well. Took months to finally actually had it set up, so yeah, there were good things happen, of course, in 2022, but there were also a lot of bad things that happened in 2022, to say the least. But glad it's over. I'm finally talked to a therapist. School's going all right for me. I'm living life. I'm finally getting joy. Something that I've been asking for so long. I've just been asking. I'm just asking myself, please, life, just give me a break and give me happiness. I want to experience an emotion you call joy. Yeah, I sometimes think that joy is a myth. Yeah, I'm not even joking. I sometimes think that joy is a myth. Which, that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. The saddest part about all of this is that, child years should be the best moments of your life. That's, the saddest part. Is, my child days has not been the best, of course. I think when I was, back, 8, 10, say, something like that, that was, the best childhood moments of my life. That's when I was, living a dream, living my prime life, it was all that stuff. But then it went downhill. Ever since we, got my what you call it again? Oh yeah, since I went to middle school. So yeah. I can't wait to finally get into actual classes, so like ELA, math, and stuff. But, like, here's the thing. So you're trying to say is, I don't even have to, like, apparently Miss Krager said, well, my teacher who helps me out, and without her, I don't even know where I would be right now. But, she said apparently my goal is to just be in class and feel comfortable, which is interesting, and just my only big concern is when I have to start like actually doing the work that they tell me to, because I can't like do this, I can't do that, I have to do exactly that, which that's gonna be something that I don't want to do, which that's like an issue with my mental health, is doing stuff that I don't want to do. So, like, let's say clean your, well, maybe not clean your room. Sometimes I like to do that. Let's say, do 100 push-ups. Say something like that. I don't want to do it. Let's say that. I don't want to do it. And then you say, you have to, because it's something that you have to do. And I just, like, no. Or I'm going to do this. So, yeah. That's one of my biggest issues. So, I don't know if this explains anything to you guys, but, I just wanted to talk about that. It's something that I really wanted to talk about, and I would, like, if I had an option, if I could be famous in YouTube, or just be absolutely famous and not have a good life. Like, let's say, for example, would I rather have a very crowded life and, let's say, be famous, but also be very crowded with people and